Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special live edition of the Ronnie Show. Now, this is season 4, episode number 28, I believe it is. Yes, and it's the afternoon of May 4th, 2022. May the 4th be with you, everyone. And then, of course, tomorrow we have Cinco de Mayo, too. So, yeah, very busy week. And plus the Muskies game yesterday, and then my dad's birthday on Monday, and blah, 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 blah. There's just so much going on this week. And tomorrow, well, Friday night, we have our large group contest, which we'll get to that here in a second at our school. So, yeah. Anyway, this was pretty much my look from last night's game. I don't have my white jacket on, nor my white shirt, nor my sunglasses, but I am wearing the shorts. So, yeah, that's good. Anyway, we're just gonna review the series or yeah, so we're gonna review the series and then preview next series, which starts Friday, and then maybe a little more depending on how much time we have. So yeah, we'll talk about last series between Waterloo. That was just a crazy series, really. I mean, the first game, it looked really from the start the Muskies were going to take that series the whole time because, they took game 1 and pretty much swept Waterloo. I mean, they did get 1 goal, but it was within the last 2 minutes, and Muskies already had 3 goals. So I mean, it wasn't gonna look very good for Waterloo. But yeah, so they did get 1, spoiled the shutout a little bit, and then Sunday afternoon, questionable things happened, especially with the referees. And the funny thing about that is, it wasn't the 2 referees that usually, make the bad calls against us all the time. Thank goodness it wasn't. No, it was just it was another referee, which I don't know. No one really heard of him before until Sunday afternoon's game. So yeah, just really bad calls. I mean, really at key moments too. I mean, but then last night was better for sure. Last night was way better. There was only 2 penalties called the entire game, 1 on each side, so that was a bit crazy, not gonna lie. There was 1 in the first for the Muskies. It was too many men, which wasn't really our fault. I mean, we just got stuck in a line change, and the Waterloo guy was up on one of our guys, on the way back to the bench, so there was really nothing we could do. But it's okay. We killed it off pretty much seamlessly, so that was pretty well done by them. And then really nothing else happened besides 3 goals. I mean, it was 1-0 in, but then that's how we ended the period. Second period was pretty boring. Third period, we did get 2 goals there, and we sealed the deal. Now, next series, it's against Tri-City. This one is going to be a great series. I mean, it's best 3 out of 5 now. We've gone away from the best 2 out of 3, so now it's best 3 out of 5 all the way up until the championship. First game is Friday night. Now, we were planning on being there for the watch party Friday night, but at school, we're participating in this thing called the large group contest, where school bands in our area and choir people, I don't know. Apparently, I don't know what it's all about, to be completely honest with you, participating in it, and then we're coming back home. Unfortunately, that is going to interfere with that, but starting at 10:30 p.m. Central Time, 11:30 out in the East, 8:30 in the West. We're going to have special post-game coverage in that game with Tri-City. Who knows whether that game will be over or not. It could go to overtime, double overtime, triple overtime, whatever. It could go all night there. And then we're probably going to be watching some NHL playoff games up on the TV over here. It's a pretty big TV, so I can read clearly pretty much from right here up on the TV. So I might even do some play-by-play for those games too. I mean, Yeah, plus I broadcast the NBA playoffs too, and the NHL playoffs. Well, my first game is, well, it starts tonight, but I always call the game the next day, because that's when the highlight videos are out and we can watch it. I'm usually pretty busy during the nighttime because, all of our shows that are on in prime time are usually on, so we can never really watch it. But that's okay. Yeah, like the Masked Singer's on tonight and Domino Masters is on tonight. We usually watch both of those shows. We just got into Masked Singer. Well, I've been into Masked Singer now really ever since it started, but we only had ever started watching it regularly from last year's spring season. So yeah, that's really when we started to pay attention to it closely. I mean, I was fully invested in the Masked Singer. I love the Masked Singer. It's going to be on for years. It's already been on for 3 years already, and I think it's got at least 5 or 6 in the future. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, I know that the ratings are going down, but the ratings for all the shows are going down and on regular TV, which is really kind of sad because we have so many streaming services nowadays, Netflix, Apple TV, Disney Plus, and all those things. Mainly what was causing the ratings to go down was when cable TV was invented. That was when the ratings started going down, but now they're dropping even further, even for those cable TV shows. They're starting to lose ratings too because of Netflix and stuff like that. Really the only way they could probably get those ratings back up for the main networks is if they bring some of those shows and put them on network TV, not necessarily canceling all the shows they have on now, especially with NBC because their Chicago Fire or their Chicago series, Med, PD, and Fire are Wednesday night's most viewed shows pretty much. So I mean, I don't think they can't cancel any of those because they both have because all three of those shows have pretty good followings. Well, Fire especially because that's the one I hear about the most, the Chicago Fire. So, and from what I've been seeing, it gets the top ratings of the whole night too. And then Law and Order Thursday, that usually gets the highest ratings of the night too. Well, when CBS isn't airing new episodes of their comedy shows, like Young Sheldon and Ghosts and United States of Al and things like that. So yeah, especially the new Law and Order too. So yeah, and then ABC, well, they had Dancing with the Stars, and now that's moving over to Disney Plus. So who knows? The ratings might go up for that, but with the controversy around Dancing with the Stars within the last few years, with Tom Bergeron and Aaron Andrews exiting, and Tyra Banks coming in, she hasn't been very well received. So I don't know. It might get the ratings up. I don't know for that show I don't know, but yeah. And then let's see here. Yeah, and that's because the reason why ABC did that is one of the reasons why was to broadcast more Monday Night Football games. If you're gonna do that, like air half the games on ABC, then half on ESPN or something like that, or air some of the games on there, why don't you just move Monday Night Football back to ABC? I mean, that would be the logical sense. I mean, NBC's Sunday Night Football is the top rated program of all season long, of all the television seasons. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's been a hit with NBC and it can be a hit with ABC too. Sunday Night Football on NBC and then ABC's Monday Night Football, just like that. There you go. You got ratings and winners right there for Sunday and Monday. And then Tuesday, there's nothing really mainstaying on Tuesday. Wednesday, I already mentioned that. Thursday, I already mentioned that. Friday is when you get 2020, Dateline. 48 Hours is on Saturday. And WWE SmackDown, but those, I don't know. I don't think people really pay attention much to wrestling anymore. But, well, at least not the people that I know. But, yeah, man, this has just all kind of been all about TV ratings, which I didn't really intend that to happen. But shoot, how did we even come about this anyway in the first place? Like, I don't even know how I'm trying to think back to how we got here, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch to see how we even got here. But um, yeah. Anyway, yeah, because now we've just hit 10 minutes and we've only talked for about 2 to 3 minutes about actual on topic stuff. But yeah, the large group contest, that's Friday night. We're participating in that at school. So unfortunately, we were going to be there, but we cannot, unfortunately. So 10:30 p.m. Central Time right here on my YouTube channel. We'll have special post-game coverage of that. And then on Saturday, we're planning on going to the watch party on Saturday night. So yeah, I might come on during intermission. I'm most likely not going to do play-by-play. It's just going to be intermission stuff, unless we sit by our friends, and because then we all talk a whole bunch. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, and also too, yeah, we're facing Tri-City. Right now, the only good team in the USHL right now that is still in the playoffs, because Madison, who I believe is a 5 seed, beat out Chicago, the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference, last night in a shocking upset. 4-2 was the final score there. They played the third game. So now, I mean, Madison, they were on a roll to start off the season. I think they were first in the East when the season first started, too. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, they were just on a roll, and then things started to kind of chill out up until, now, obviously. So yeah, I think that is so. Now it's either Madison or Muskegon. Now I believe Muskegon is tied or they're in second place, I believe, or they're in first. I don't know. Let me look it up here. Probably should have done research beforehand. Okay, so we'll play Muskegon. Whoops, that's the playoff standings. We want the actual season standings, regular season standings. Yeah, so Muskegon's actually the number 3 seed. So if we can beat Tri-City, it should be a pretty easy road to the cup. I mean, Muskegon, they only had 72 points on the year, and then Madison only had 63 points on the year, and we have 87 points. So that really shows the big gap there that we have. And then Tri-City, they have 98 points. So if we can beat Tri-City, it's going to be a tough challenge. It's for sure going to go 5 games. Or if it doesn't go 5 games, then they're going to be 1-goal games in there, where it's going to come down to 1 goal, because we have our best goal scorers, and and Ben Steves and Dylan James, and they have okay, I'm just thinking about Chicago. Oh, Mitchell Miller, he's probably he's their best player on their team right now. So any way the Musketeers can defend him is great for us. I mean, yeah. So Friday and Saturday night we'll have those will be the first 2 games. And those will be away games. And then the first home game of the conference finals is Tuesday night. It will start at 8:00. I know, like I said, it's late on a school night too, but I don't make up the schedule, the league does. So yeah. And then at 9, and then same thing Wednesday at 8:00 too. And then if we need game 5, well, even if we need game 4, it'll be Wednesday night at home. If we need game 5, it will be Thursday night at 8:00 Central Time right here on my YouTube channel. So yeah. And if this does go 5 games, that's going to be tough, because the finals, I believe, will start the Friday after it, next Friday. So that's going to be a tough, unless they somehow change the schedule and, they get Friday to rest, and then they start on Saturday. They go Saturday, Sunday, and then Friday, Saturday, and then the next Tuesday after that. That's usually how they actually do it Friday, Saturday, and then Tuesday. That's how they usually do it. But I don't know there, to be completely honest with you. If we can make it to the final, there's a pretty good chance that we win the cup. And if we do make the final, depending on, well, we're gonna be the away team that Friday, or for game 3 and 4. What I'm hoping to do is that if we can force game 3, what the Muskies usually do is that they get a party bus and do whatever. I'm hoping that I will be allowed to go on the bus and be able to broadcast that game live from, you know, either Muskegon or Madison, Wisconsin. Either one. I'm hoping that will happen. But the finals for school will be the next week, the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday after that. So I don't know if I would be able to go, because that's gonna be tough to miss, honestly. Especially, you know, since we're so close to the final. I mean, if there's a test or a quiz on that Friday, I don't think we're gonna go. I think we're just gonna have to go to the watch party. And that's okay too. That's definitely okay, because my mom has Fridays off, so we'd be able to get there at a pretty good time. I mean, even if you want to get a good seat in that place when the Musketeers are playing, you have to arrive like 2 hours early. So yeah, we're gonna have to arrive super early for that. And then Saturday, if we force game 4, or if they force game 4 on us or whatever, then we probably could go for that. But yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, God, please pray that we can make it all the way, beat Tri-City, and go straight on to the conference final, or to the Clark Cup finals. Please. We're going to make this happen. Everyone pray at home, even if you don't pray a lot. Please pray for the Muskies that they can make it all the way to the finals, because we need every little bit of support we got. We need every little bit of support that we can get. So, because Tri-City, they're unstoppable. I mean, they really, really are unstoppable. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I mean, they've swept, or whoever we were supposed to, yeah, they swept Omaha, and now they could potentially swipe us too. I mean, we're 3-5-1 against Tri-City this year. One of those games went 2 in overtime. One of those games ended in a 6-4 win for us. And the other one was a 4-3 win. 1 to 2 goal deficits. Yeah. So that's going to be a great series. I mean, I can just feel it. Yeah, so please pray that the Muskies can win, and we're going to be back here on home Tuesday night. And before we go, I would just like to say I do apologize when my microphone cuts out when the Musketeers score and I have to do my high-pitched yell. I do apologize for that. I thought my new headset, I could make it work. I guess not. It just cuts out. So I'm gonna go back to my old headset, and then I'm gonna use that new one that I bought for when we do these and we review all the scores and stuff like that, and you know. So yeah, that's when we're going to use it. This keeps falling out. See, the funny thing is, this one keeps falling out of my ear, but the green one doesn't. I don't know why, but it just happens like that. So to close this out here this afternoon, as we start to transition into the evening, I'm going to make those 3 goal calls that you didn't get to hear. And I'm also going to do the last 3 to 4 seconds because I have it typed up here. It's basically a script. So we're going to do that. And this is pretty much what I said, but yeah. Anyway, here we go. So here was goal number 1 to make it 1-0. Slukinski passes one over to Slip a shot. He scores! Muskies lead here in game 3. There we go. 1-0 now. Yeah, here's Lepinen. Slap shot, scored! Lepinen makes it 2-0. All right, now it's 2-0. Now this was the empty net goal. That made it 3-0. Bad Steve for the empty. Yes! 3-0. There we go. And that happened with 45 seconds left. And then at the end, there was a scramble in the corner. So, with Waterloo players and Sioux City players. So, here we go. Puck is in a scramble. Will it get free? No, but it doesn't matter. The Muskies win and are going to the Western Conference Finals. There we go. So, yeah, we'll go back to using my old headset. But the problem with my old headset was that You just saw the confetti up there, didn't you? That's where the confetti falls whenever we win big. See, the problem with my old headset, well, the one I used for like 2 or 3 games or whatever, was that the microphone, it's so short. It's like that tiny that it only reaches like up to here, and you can barely hear me when I'm regularly talking. So what I'm going to do is that I'm probably going to move it up to like, here, I'm going to have to remove this from demonstration, like here, so that the mic is far enough that I could actually reach my voice and get that full scar or whatever. So yeah, that will probably be it for, or that will probably, we'll probably do that for a future broadcast. So yeah. All right, thank you all so much for watching us. It's time to end. We've gone way too long. I mean, we got talking into TV ratings and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching us. Post game coverage Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Central Time, 11:30 out in the East. We'll be live too, so no swearing. Yeah. And who knows whether that game will be over or not. It may be in overtime by the time we come up. Maybe even double overtime too. But you know, when we go into these double and triple overtime periods, they have brought out some of the most memorable moments in hockey history, you know. Double overtime, Alec Martinez winning the cup for the Los Angeles Kings. Triple overtime, I had one in mind yesterday, but I don't remember what now. Oh, triple overtime, like last night's game between Pittsburgh and the New York Rangers, even though that wasn't really memorable. You know, fourth overtime, you know. The last overtime game we were in the playoffs, it was a quadruple overtime game back during the 2018-19 season for the Musketeers. They were in Sioux Falls, so I didn't really get a chance to call that game either. And then, you know, quintuple overtime, fifth overtime, you know, Peter Sikora, Keith Primo, and then the one we had back in the bubble back in 2020 during that playoffs. I don't remember who scored that game-winning goal, but I'm sure you'll let me know. Yeah, and we watched that game the whole way through because none of our TV shows were on that night that we usually watch. So, yep, that will do it for all of us here at the Ronnie Vadine Network. Our special live coverage, a special live edition of the weekly show. So yeah. And the reason why I have not put schedule or video schedule for the week videos out is because of the crazy playoff schedule. It's messing a lot with when shows are airing on my YouTube channel. Like I had to postpone the Sale of the Century season finale because I thought I'd be broadcasting, but you know, I really couldn't because, you know, with everybody there and, you know, we were stuck in a corner with some of our friends. You know, I got a good view of the big TV that they had there, but I just didn't really get a chance to call. I just didn't feel like it with all those people there. And, you know, we were sitting right next to our friends and, you know, I had to pretty much yell the whole time anyway. That place was so loud. I mean, even when they weren't cheering for, you know, Muskie scoring or any of that, it was still a pretty loud place there. So, yeah, I mean, I had to scream pretty much for the whole time almost we were there. So, or at least raise my voice, not really scream, but raise my voice. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching us. I know I've said that now, at least 4 times, and we still haven't gone off, but now it's official. I don't think I have anything else to say. So yeah, Friday night at 10:30 p.m. and then maybe at 8 p.m. Saturday we'll have the Musketeers in Tri-City. So everything should be back normally this week. Sale of this or yeah, the regular edition of the Ronnie Show Saturday night at 8/7 Central, and then Sale of the Century, the finale for that at 8:30 7:30 Central, and then the game at 9/8 Central. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching us, and we will see you all next time. Bye.